Hi everybody. Hi everyone. Sorry I'm a bit late today. There was a lot to get organized for this 50th live stream. So for those of you who are just joining, this is. Sorry, my mic was off. Do that again. Hi everybody. Welcome to this 50th Monday live stream. I'm incredibly excited to be doing this. I mean, I honestly didn't believe that I'd be sitting here 50 Monday live streams in. And as I've mentioned before, I honestly just could not do it without you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. This is genuinely a conversation, and you can't have a conversation alone. So, before I start, I just want to say hi to some people. Wow, there are lots of comments before I even got here. Hi to Isa Renardi, to Molly Shen, who has her picnic blanket out for everyone. Fantastic. Says, wish you were here so I could give everybody some food and drink and good cheer. What a day. Hi to Julie Barbier and Joyce Glasgow, Mike Seitz, Marlia Reese, Lena Block. Lena Block says, I've watched all the previous ones, but it is the first time I'm actually on real time. It is an amazing phenomenon. That Dan's effort is heroic. It has sustained my good spirit during the worst months of last March, April, May, and the summer. Lena is a wonderful jazz saxophonist who was, like me, a disciple of Lee Konitz's, and she has actually contributed a theme today, and I'm going to improvise on that. Hi to Jonathan Glass, who, as you know, is an incredible artist. Hi to Alan Hagyard, whom I got to meet in person, as it were, yesterday, because I had my monthly Q&A, live Q&A on Zoom for the people who support me on Patreon. So that was pretty cool. Hi to Kristen Berardi, the amazing singers in Switzerland, who says, I haven't been this excited since waiting for a Mariah Carey concert when I was 19. Come on, Kristen, be serious. Hi to Frank Geyer. Hi to Teresa Sewell and Ron Rosenthal. Okay, well, let's jump in here, you guys. There's a lot of exciting stuff. I think since I've been saying hi to everybody, and since many of you have shared where you are right now, I'm going to start with a contribution from Losi Pfeiffer, who is actually a dear old friend of my family's, and she did something pretty incredible. Oh, for those of you who don't know what's going on here, in celebration of this 50th live stream, I'm turning the tables. This is going to be all about you today. It's going to be all about showing things that you have shared with me, rather than what usually goes on, which is me, writing some new music and sharing that with you. So here we go. This is Losi Pfeiffer's contribution. As you can see, it's called Dan's Tepfer knots. Okay, and the reason this is relevant right now is that this is a map of the world, obviously, and Losi has made black dots in all the places where there are. So basically what she's done is gone through previous live streams, and when you guys have said, I'm located in Paris, I'm located in Stockholm, I'm located in Melbourne or whatever, she's made a dot on the map, and it's sure not to have everyone, it's sure not to actually have everyone there, but I think she's got a lot of people there. Okay, let's see. Can I zoom in on this? Yes, I can zoom in on this. Okay, we have someone in Hawaii. That's Paul James Brown, I'm pretty sure. We have people all over the US. Very bi-coastal for now, but hoping to make serious inroads into Middle America soon. Mexico, Canada, let's see, all over Europe, including up in the north of Sweden, it seems. Republic of Georgia. This is an old map, isn't it? Is this? Interesting. I'm not sure this is up to date. Let's see. We have. Wow, is that somebody in Indonesia? Incredible. We have Australia. We have Japan, and that's just really just a part of the of the different locations that we've had on this stream. So pretty unbelievable, pretty amazing, and big thank you to Losi Tepfer for putting that all on a map. Okay, so maybe I should make some music, huh? Okay, I want to do a bunch of you submitted poetry, and as you know, Joyce Glasgow is kind of our poet in residence. She writes incredibly poetic kind of visions that she has while listening to music, and so I think I'm going to start with one of hers. She shared 2 poems with me that she wrote during one of my no words, just music live streams. These are live streams where I've just played music and haven't talked at all, unlike today. And these were for the live stream I did on November 9th, 2020, right after the election. And as you remember, that was a pretty crazy time. So I just played, I did an hour of free improvisation, and I think I'm going to read her first poem, and then I might play along with the second one. Her first poem, she says, it's called Bird of Freedom. Fly away, bird of freedom, fly away to sing your freedom song. Released from your chains, soar, heart fluttering, to anywhere you choose. Release your hopeful call, bring peace and inspiration to all who hear your universal song. Cry out, sing the truth, sing the world, sing the aspirations of all beings in sweet and longing tones. Wow. Then she writes, having had the strong vision of a bird during this particular music and the subsequent poem that came forth, it was a cathartic experience for me when slightly over a minute after posting, because she posted this in the comments during the live stream, Dan launched, unplanned, into Skylark in the improvisational stream. It was further affirmation to me that we are all creating out of the same unseen, subtle realms of shared imagination, and when one remains open and deeply listening in an intuitive space, we can share in that unexplainable, non-intellectualized well of vision together, each with our own distinctive interpretation. And here is the second poem she posted. It's called Where Will You Wander? Dulcet tones of rain upon white flowers, witnessed in soft focus, the scent of evergreens, fresh, clean and clear. Proclaiming a bright new day. Where will you wander? Where will you wander? On a path of majestic dreams, over boulders, over streams, on trails of both bold and gentle, unknown and loving. Isn't that lovely? One of my absolute favorite aspects of these live streams is, as I was mentioning, this conversation. The fact that I might be creating something, but then in return, it might spur something in you, and that can go both ways too. When something spurred in you, that can spur something in me, and that's a very important idea to me. Daniela Prolong says, now Dan will need to record a spoken word album. And Marlia Reese says, yes, please. Some of you shared pictures. For example, Kristen Berardi has a son named Oliver. There he is. Ollie Berardi. He's a great guy, and I think his idea was, first he sent this. Here, let's see. Okay, so first he sent this, which is just like a letter of congratulations. I think he says, how does this man make 100 out of 10 videos? My brain has exploded. Thank you so much, Ollie. I'm so glad that you've been checking these out. A lot easier since you moved to Switzerland, because timing was a little tough when you were in Australia. Okay, but then Ollie had the idea that I need to play with some of these. I think they're. What are these? They're. I can't remember what they're called. Tell me what these are called. Tell me what these are called. So anyway, the point is, like, I think the idea is that I should make some music for each one of these. These are little characters from, not Pokemon, right? Are they Pokemon? I can't remember. Somebody help me, please. Anyway, they're Pokemon. They are Pokemon characters. Okay, so these are Pokemon characters, and these are ones that were invented by Oliver. So, okay, there's Bravium, Tuffium, Mysterium, Charminium, Heartium, Shadium, Irium, Slipium. All right, here we go. Here's Bravium. That's bravium. Now we have slipium. Let's do slipium. That's the last one. Okay, slipium. Irium. No, let's do tuffium. Tuffium. Tuffium, the second one. Now mysterium. Now mysterium. I'm going to skip a couple. Let's finish with shadium. Okay, that was Shadium. Hope that was shady enough for you guys. So let's see. Contributions came in all shapes and sizes. Molly Shen says, Shadium would be great with natural machines, don't you think? Yes, I think you're right. It would. And Mike Sight says, this is just too cool. Dan, you got to do more of this kind of collaboration. It seems to unlock a lot of unique sounds, textures, moods from you. Well, thank you. Weird. Vida Vakil says, your Twitter link has no sound, which is very strange. I don't know why that would be the case. It's all coming from the same source. So, Leaf on YouTube asks, that was improvised? Yes, I'm just free improvising here. Those are all just completely unplanned little improvisations based on what I'm trying to imagine these Pokemon characters to be like in terms of personality. And Leaf asks, hey Dan, I hope you can share more about how you come up with melodic ideas and chord progressions. Well, melodic ideas for me are very intuitive. They're like, I really listen inside. I just try to listen inside and hear if there's a melody that arises. It's very similar to if I wanted to say something to you, I wouldn't just move my mouth up and down until a word came out. I would just listen inside for an intention and then convey that to you. So personally, melodies come very easily to me, but I think everybody has melodies inside them. So just listening and then training yourself to be able to execute what you hear in your ear. That's what takes work, to be able to immediately play a note that you hear. And then in terms of chord progressions, I have a lot of thoughts about that. There are different ways of thinking about it, but studying tonal harmony has been a big help to me. That gives you a lot of options, creative options that actually all make sense. Kristen Berardi says, thank you, Dan. Ollie said on the first one his heart was beating so fast and he was really blown away. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you for these beautiful contributions. Thanks for inspiring me. Joyce Glasgow says, we have a surprise for you. We started a group page in honor of your 1-year anniversary. Dan Tepfer Interactive Listeners Community. Wow. Boy, I'm really touched. Can't wait to check that out. Where can we find that? Is that on Facebook? Please link to it if you can. Can't wait to see that. Okay, well, while we're in the Kristen Berardi family, Kristen's daughter, Emily, who is also wonderful and quite a character, she looks like this. There's Emily. That's really how she looks. And this is what she submitted. I think that's me there. I think that's me holding some balloons. One says, I'm proud of myself. The other one says, I'm glad. 50 wow. Other one says 50 stars, I think. And 50 videos, I think I can make it to 100. Well, we'll see about that. And then, well, that would be cool. You don't have to. There's just no pressure. You don't have to. And then, of course, I'm already thanking Emily. My drawn character is already saying, thanks, Em. Yay. I freaking love this. Yeah, maybe I'll improvise a little something for this drawing. Let's see. This is me being really proud. That's me being really proud. And there's a follow-up from Emily. That's her. That's Emily. That's definitely Emily. And she's carrying some balloons too. She says, wow, 50, so cool. Go Dan, hooray. Thank you so much, Emily. Thank you, Em. Love these. Okay. Let's see. Jonathan Glass says, Em and Ollie are superstars. What are we going to do now? Marlia Reese has been one of the very faithful listeners of this show. And she sent in a poem that she wrote in 2015. And I haven't read it yet. But I have just kind of a feeling like I might be able to improvise a song to this. So I'm just going to try improvising, singing. I literally have not read it, but I just have a feeling. And let's see what happens. It's called Failure, a Sistina. Today I saw the sunset, the ponderosa's needles on fire. Heard ravens' raucous sound, muted behind the glass. Lens tarnished the silver lining snow. Where is my cell phone? Something here to share. My taper's flame lit up a room of stars. My taper's flame lit up a room of stars. Tonight, all of Pleiades stars. At 3 a.m., no one's awake to share the way they arc to sizzle onto the snow. I looked obliquely past the frozen glass, repressed a blink to see the celestial fire. Those harbingers of courses yet unset. Courses not in stone, but in glass, navigated within the path of stars, whose lights reflecting as from heat in snow. Orion, Ursus, Jupiter, a set of names, oh, whose various myths can fire my imagination's imaginings. Imaginings. It is to share. But what do I see this share? Radiant images of gas and glass, of particles, of chemicals, of fire. Science pales, art dares interpret stars. Atoms, too prosaic for my mindset. Rain poems, sparse spectra, conjugate snow. Reject sentimental snow and think with heart and bone before you share any visions of God. Beware all set scriptures of scriptures, lest they be false glass. Instead, let this fill up our hearts with stars, not afterlife of clouds or embrim fire. Faulty humans persist with glass projectiles that fall down upon the snow, when what is needed most are gold and stars dust. Come time's end, that's all we truly share. We hold up eternity's looking glass. Humanity sees clearly we're all one set. So pour a fire, a warmth to share. Pour snow into each other's empty glass. We'll drink stars until we see. We'll drink stars until we see the last moon. There you go. Marlia, first of all, that's an astonishing poem. really, really beautiful, and very much along subjects that are important to me, like this question that we've been talking about balancing the divine and the mundane, the earthly and the divine. Yeah, that was lovely. Let's see. Lena Block. Oh, no, let's do something. As you all remember, Silvano Raffa, who's an artist in Italy, has been drawing every single one of my pieces, of my improvisations or compositions here for many live streams now. I think it might be 40 or something. And thanks for your compliments, you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed that, and Marlia, I'm really glad that you enjoyed that. That's really a beautiful poem. I love it, and truly, I had not read it. I just had a feeling that it would be that it would work. Okay, so Silvano sent me a video he made that is going to put a face behind the drawings, and I'm going to play it now. Here it is.
Hello everybody, I'm Silvano and this is Abra. For a little while I don't think I will do a face reveal, let's see that for later. But since we are going through the 5th concert of... someone is really interested in this. I was saying, since next Monday will be the 5th concert from Tepfer, I thought maybe it would be cool to show my... Wait. To show my setup. You know, yesterday it seems the New York State changed time, so today is, sorry Scrooge, the 16th of March. I couldn't be there for the concert. I just ended drawing the 15th March live stream concert, which was the 49th. So I thought it would be cool to show you my setup when I'm connecting live every Monday, even if today is Tuesday. Anyway, you can see here a pile of dictionaries, French, Italian, Greek, Latin from my high school. And you can see lots of materials. So today I did not use wax colors. I did not use that today. I think it's been a while since last time I used that. Today it's another comic, but I think by the time this is out, you'll have already seen that. I have lots of things I use, and usually they are in color orders, but while I'm drawing, maybe you have seen in the videos, I'm just throwing them everywhere, and this is the final result. But I wanted to show you, next Monday it will be the 5th concert, and I've been drawing, let me see, you can see that 40 of them, yes. So I've been there, I think, for like 46 or 47 of the 50 concerts, and it's kind of amazing, yeah. Interesting thing, oh my god, oh, ouch. This is the first concert I drew. It's not every drawing from that concert, because I did give some of them to Dan in Florence. And the first one I did, I'm pretty sure I gave it to him. I only have it in digital. So I started in this notebook, and then I switched to this kind of notebook, which you can tear after you have finished the drawing. And this is my archive. So you can see the archive started in 7th of September, and the first concert I drew, the 3rd of August. I definitely need to buy another one of these things, because it's exploding. These are just archived by day, so every pocket has lots of drawings. Claire's pen, you can see. McBride and Tepfer. The US election took place. Tepfer and Röder. Tepfer, Röder and Harland. Tepfer, Aldana. well, oh, that Golden Variations, that's the comic for the end of the year. This is the bloody one. You know, looking at these does not seem that long time. These under here are all the live stream drawings. It's been a long ride. I paid this camera €7, I think in 2011. It's normal place. It's this. Thank you then for the Monday concerts. I think I could do a quite weird face reveal with my 2011 €7 camera. Let's see if it works. Hey there. Have a nice concert, everybody. Now I'll just bring in my proposal for a theme. Not quite my proposal. This is my digital piano. You may remember that in the concert with Thomas Enko, he did a song called Gaston, and it was born from his dog walking on the keyboard. So, this is my piano. This is my performer. Hello. She's clearly not happy of the situation. Go. Not very effective, maybe. Please go. Devi camminare di più, maledetta. Come on. She did not want to cooperate. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can make something of that, so... But if you try, good luck. Bye. Amelia, your daughter disappointed me. But you're older and wiser. Look at me. Hey.
Isn't that great? Yeah, I mean, I really consider this to have been a collaboration with you all, and especially with Silvano, who's been doing so much amazing work, and pretty cool to see the behind the scenes reveal. Yeah, thanks a lot, Silvano. That's really wonderful. So I know there was this idea that your cat would give me a theme to improvise on, but Silvano sent me that video, and then I wrote back, I said, you know, maybe we should try something different. Maybe you should be drawing to silence, and I should be improvising to your drawing, to do the exact opposite of what we normally do. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I have not watched. I did watch the video that you just saw. I watched that before, but the next one I have absolutely not watched at all. I actually have no idea even how long it is. I hope it's not too long. And I'm gonna do a free improvisation to it. Here we go. All right. Wow, that was fun. That was really fun. And beautiful drawing, Silvano. It's interesting. You know, I completely honestly did not look at that video before. And I'm really happy that we finished together, you know? There was just kind of a sense as it was coming to a close that maybe you were about to finish. And yeah, it felt really good to be confirmed in the fact that we're on the same page there. Joyce Glasgow writes, abstractions yet recognizable forms, a subconscious dream of colors, shading, flying small insect creatures, dancing in a garden, dewdrops after a rainstorm, an old man sits and rocks in the midst. Beautiful. Yeah, that was fun. A few people sent in music. So I wanna do some of that. Let's see. Mark Mitchell sent in a little theme called "Here We Go Now." That was Mark Mitchell's tune, "Here We Go Now," which I also improvised on. Lena Block, whom I was talking about earlier, she's a saxophonist and was one of Lee Konitz's proteges. She sent in a theme for me to improvise on. Mark Mitchell says, "Thanks, Dan. I meant to add all those notes all those notes in you played, but I ran short of time. Great. Okay, this is a theme by Lena. None of these things I've looked at before, and that's part of the spirit of this show. It's improvisation. So here's Lena's theme. That's a nice theme, Lena. Thank you. Thanks for that. It reminds me a little bit of the royal theme, you know, that was given to Bach by Frederick the Great. That's who it was. At the end of his life, Bach was summoned to Frederick the Great's court, and Frederick the Great wanted to challenge him, because of course everybody knew Bach was the greatest. And Bach's son was actually the court musician for Frederick the Great. And when Bach arrived, Frederick the Great said, well, I would like to see you improvise on this theme. And this is an extremely thorny theme, which I don't have memorized, but it's a little bit in this kind of family, a very, very chromatic movement. And legend has it that Bach was able to sit down and immediately do a perfect fugal, an improvised fugue in 3 voices with this theme. And then Frederick the Great asked him if he could do 6, I believe, and Bach said, well, maybe, he said, you know, some themes don't lend themselves so well to improvisation in more than a few voices. And so this was Frederick's way of kind of getting Bach's goat, but in retaliation, Bach sent Frederick the Great the musical offering, which is where he takes this theme, supposedly written by Frederick the Great, but probably written by his son, in fact, because it's pretty difficult to find a theme that isn't completely wacky, but also is incredibly challenging. And this was a perfect theme. So he took this theme and turned it in all directions, retrograde, inverse retrograde, and did all this incredible musical magic with the theme, contrapuntal magic. So that this theme that Lena Block sent me reminds me a bit of that. Silvana Raffo says, I think you should aim to the 100th concert just so that we can do this event again. Love it. And let's see, Lena Block said, wow, Dan, it is fascinating. I am learning something about the way I hear things from your playing. You are empathizing so much. What a great idea to use it as a ground ostinato too. Well, I had to do something with it. Okay, what else are we going to do? Mike Seitz sent in a composition, and it's really beautiful. It's not particularly easy to sight read. It's written in pencil and not super easy to sight read, but I'm going to have a crack at it because it's a really lovely composition. So this is called It's Just What You've Been Waiting For by Mike Seitz, and it says not too fast. It's just what you've been waiting for by Mike Sykes. Isn't that beautiful? I hear hints of Messiaen in that very much. I hope Mike Sykes says, I forgot to put a natural by the E in the bass. I was wondering about that actually, but I like it as an E sharp. I like that chord. I like this a lot when it goes. I think that really works, actually. I like it. Sorry, forgot to turn my mic on. Silvano Raffo says, this gave me some Max Richter vibes. Melancholic, just right. Love it. Yeah, I can see that. I said earlier that this song, to me, has hints of Messiaen to it, especially towards the end. Hints of maybe the last movement of Quartet for the End of Time. Anyway, yeah. Beautiful composition by Mike Sykes. It's just what you've been waiting for. Let's look at some more pictures. Ron Rosenthal shared some orchids. Actually, I've been getting into orchids at a super amateur level, but I have a few orchids in my house now. God, they're amazing. And these are orchids that obviously he grew in his garden, I'm guessing. And aren't those beautiful? Those are really gorgeous orchids. Thank you for sharing that. Marlia Reese, whose poem I read earlier, apparently took this picture in her backyard, which I don't understand how this happened. This is an extremely friendly squirrel, almost as friendly as my squirrel, Reuben, that I had. Anyway, thanks for this, Marlia. I already showed you the rest. Okay. We have another poem. This is in French. And I'm going to read it in French. It's submitted by Pascale Lofredi, or Pascal Lofredi, I'm guessing, because it's in French, so she's probably French. So this is by a poet named Jacques Roubaud, and it's excerpted from a collection called Je suis un crabe ponctuel, which means I'm a punctual crab. I should point out, by the way, that yesterday was World Poetry Day. So how appropriate that we should be reading some poetry today. So this is a pretty interesting poem because it's titled Constraints, les contraintes. And it goes like this. Compositeur sous contrainte, tel tu te présentes. Mathématique, un peu, longtemps, autrefois. Et mal. Contraindre y est évident. Euclide. Oblige. Mais poésie, pourquoi ces entraves bizarres de forme, de maître, ces privations de lettres ou ces mouvements tournants de rimes? Rime quoi, dis-tu? Tu, aussi moi? C'est comme ça. Ou bien, je dirais qu'une contrainte entr'ouvre un monde possible de langue. Que là, je tiens une clé du passé. Fiable? Non. Incertaine? Incertaine. Mais mienne. Mienne. It's kind of a killer poem. Thank you, Pascal, for submitting this. I'm not going to really attempt to translate it line by line, but this is a poem that deals with the tension between, shall we say, deterministic, explicit ideas like mathematics and mysterious, implicit ideas like poetry. It deals with that tension, and it also brings the idea of constraint, which, as you know, is something very important to me. into play as something that maybe unites these two worlds, because constraints are important in both. Very interesting poem. Thank you for this, Pascal. Isa Renardi says, my floor was not littered with ideas like Bach, because this is something I mentioned last week when Leaf asked on YouTube how I come up with melodic ideas, and I mentioned that Bach apparently said that when he wakes up in the morning, he has trouble stepping out of his bed because the floor is covered with ideas. Yeah, so she says, Isa Rinaldi says, my floor was not littered with ideas like Bach, but I woke up with one. I'm always amazed by your worldwide audience, so what about celebrating this aspect for the 50th? If everyone gives you a national, regional curiosity, either a composer or a tune or an instrument or a musician you could play, I'd let you choose between these for Belgium. Toots Thielmans, a piano improv on bluesette, or a tribute to our national hero Adolf Sax, an improvisation on your second beloved instrument, or Django Reinhardt, who was born in Belgium, a piano improvisation on minor swing. Okay, so I'm going to go with option 2 there, which is to do an improvisation on my second favorite instrument, the saxophone. I hope this works, actually. Let's see. Let's see if this works at all, because I have to turn this on. I think I can make this work. Bear with me for a second. I gotta turn the mic on for the sax. There's the mic. And let's see, what channel is that? There it is. Okay. And now, right. Almost there, guys. Okay. Channel 8. There we go. All right, that should work. It is important to know that Adolf Sax was born in Belgium. In fact, I think he lived in Belgium most of his life. Definitely a Belgian hero, national hero in Belgium. And I'm going to do a little improvisation for you on the sax right now. Let me know if the sound is bad, okay? There you go. A little free improvisation on saxophone for Adolphe Sax, the inventor of the saxophone, and a little tribute to Isa Renardi's Belgium. Let's see. What have I not covered? I think I've covered almost everything, you guys. And that's a good thing, too, because this stream has been going on for an hour and a half. Yeah, I think I'm going to close with... oh, I got to show you something. This is another quote-unquote submission. Mike Seitz says, am I hearing hints of my theme in that improv? Could be. You know, I'm just free improvising, so that could be. That could definitely be. So I got to show you this thing. This was sent to me by Robin Colburn, who is a friend who lives in Chicago. It just arrived yesterday, and I believe that this is her submission for today. As you know, it's been difficult to, well, it hasn't been difficult, but, you know, obviously my ability to hear you is diminished compared to how it would be live, right? And I've kind of joked, we've all joked around about having an applause machine that would actually applaud when I play something instead of just applause emojis. Well, I present to you the applause machine. Okay, this is a really pretty fantastic little object here. And it has a button. And when you turn the button, it does this. Isn't that fantastic? I absolutely love this. So I think maybe the last thing I'll do today is it might actually be an improvisation with this machine, because as you can see, you can set the quote unquote tempo. Before I do that. Yeah, Grace Chu comments that that's a natural machine right there. That's right. It's really beautiful. Look at that. On YouTube, Alphonse Petit-Boudu says that Adolphe Sax was Belgian, but he lived from 1814 to 1894. He was Belgian, but he lived in Paris from 1842 to 1894. And it's in Paris that he invented the sax and where he taught at the conservatory. So that's very good information. Thank you for that. There are a lot of cases of Belgians who ended up, moving to France in order to go into business or whatever. A lot of brilliant Belgians. It's interesting. The French like to make fun of Belgians. It's like how Americans have Polish jokes. Those are probably not PC anymore, but when I was a kid, Polish jokes were a thing. The French have Belgian jokes. But in fact, it might be a reaction to the fact that there are a lot of brilliant Belgians, like Adolphe Sax, and also a lot of great Belgian cartoonists. Freda Tepfer says, Horace the theater cat said, applause for pity's sake. A little applause. Yes, indeed. A little applause. I love that you can set the speed. You can do a slow clap. Slow clap. And Florence Viala says, il faut feutrer les mains pour un applaudissement plus chaleureux, which means we got to put some kind of material on the hands so that the applause is warmer. That's an idea. Grace Chu says, did you get my origami squirrel piano duo? And no, I did not. I did not get that. Grace, I will make up for that next week. Please send it again somehow. Okay. Well, thank you so much, you all. Thank you so much for your contributions today. They've been truly inspiring to me. Thank you for your contributions over these last 50 streams and the amazing sense of community that you've built here. And yeah, I'm so glad that we're still here, that we're all still going. And here's going to be one final improvisation with applause. Oh, it's too bad you can't see that. Let's see. How can we position this? Maybe if I put it down here. That doesn't really, can't really see that. Ooh, how about if I change cameras? No. Do I put it here? No, I don't. Okay, well, I'm going to put it here. And you're just going to have to imagine that you see all the entirety of the hands. Here we go. I want to say here that this applause is for you. Okay? This is applause for you. This is applause for you for all you've done for all of us over the last 50 shows. Thanks again to you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you next week. If you submitted something for this week and I didn't get it somehow, please do send it again and I'll get to it next week. Yeah, thanks for all your comments. Thank you very much. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.